Make us live, Bill O'Reilly.
Oh. Speaking of Bill O'Reilly, I watched an interview that he did with fucking Marilyn Manson from the 90s. Fantastic interview.
Yeah.
Marilyn Manson ate him up.
Nice.
Anyway. Like
That
literally.
would have been back when he was selling Fox, I'm assuming, right?
I think so. I don't know. All right. In this episode of the Red Eye Report, we discuss transcendental meditation. We listen to Teddy talk about his 57th cruise this year, and as usual, we talk a lot of shit with absolutely no evidence to back it up. Trump
Goddamn
stuff.
right.
With me this week is the all-seeing Oracle. Oracle sure could use some meditation to alleviate the stress of rampant vomit feces. He could pay a weird old Indian guy $1,000 to learn how, or he could just grab a shovel.
Yep.
Next to him is the fluffy teddy bear. Teddy meditates by sticking his tongue in someone's ass and humming Nas's classic New York State of Mind.
Wrong song, but sure, you know. You're like 90% right. That was kind of crazy.
We've also got a soot-covered ashtray. Ashtray probably fucked your girl while you were off meditating. Fucking pussy.
Yeah, I
Last
did.
at least, optimistic. And the last time I meditated, I farted so loudly it busted the eardrums of everyone within a 10-foot radius. And this is the Red Eye Report.
Yeah. That's how you make resonance.
Yeah.
My eardrums are bleeding, and I'll never forget this man.
I hope that it was a concrete floor. You know, you just move your ass a little, just whoa. It's like monks humming, you know.
Yeah.
Out.
It's always the weird old middle-aged men in like a few times I've gone to a yoga class where it's like the fucking weirdo middle-aged men who are like they're getting into their downward dog and just they're just like, oh, I'm just being nasty. It's like, dude, get the fuck out of here. I can't keep a straight face. I've lost my chi or whatever I was trying to find.
Anyway, all right. Tonight we're doing the like every night, we do the weekly fucking benefit for the Dane County Humane Society. Susie, the husky. She's just a normal husky, man.
Just a normal
shitty
husky.
owner. Fucking
Just a normal husky.
somebody rescued her. Somebody said, "Nuh-uh, no more. Susie needs a better home."
That's right. Every once in a while, our pets are not dysfunctional.
Yep. She's
Yeah, they're
down on her luck.
They're not always
yeah.
heroin addicted chinchillas, you know?
Yeah.
Susie definitely will not fucking shit all over your carpet and tear up all of your furniture.
Oh no. She's
Definitely will not do that. We don't know where any of those rumors came from.
Yeah.
They are unfounded.
Yes.
Oh, the dog's got in the furniture.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Eats up your IKEA sectional.
Oh, Jesus.
Awesome.
How am I supposed to host this shit while I'm coughing?
I don't know there, Dracula. Pick it up.
All right. You guys ever heard of transcendental meditation?
Well,
Nope.
I've heard of the term.
Meditation, yeah. But not
Yeah,
Like, I
meditation,
guess,
yeah.
yeah. What would be the difference between meditation and transcendental meditation?
So all meditation is based off of what are called the Vades. I don't know. I'm not fucking saying that correctly. It's some Indian fucking text, like different books made way the fuck back in the day. And they use those teachings to fucking develop their own form of meditation. Well, this guy Maharishi Mahesh Yogi created what he called transcendental meditation. So basically the technique, it involves the silent repetition.
He looks like the kind of guy who would invent that.
Involves the silent meditation or the silent repetition of a mantra or sound. You know when you hear people go, oh, like
yeah.
they're fucking, or your mantra could be 3 words that fucking in Indian that mean something or whatever language you choose. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just something to keep your mind on while you come into that meditative state. So it has no religious really affiliation or anything like that. It's just to promote relaxed awareness, stress relief, self-development, and higher states of consciousness. He developed it in the mid-50s. It became very popular between 58 and 65 when he did like a series of world tours. And then people like famous motherfuckers started practicing it, like the Beatles and the Beach Boys and shit in the 60s. That's when it really took off. And actually, there's a town in Iowa named Fairfield. I don't know if Ashtray, have you ever heard of it? Been to Iowa
Fairfield?
quite a few times. Yeah, it's
Where? What state?
Iowa.
Fairfield, Iowa. Let me. Of course, Fairfield sounds
basically-
like a generic fucking ass name for any state.
Yeah, but it.
Let me look on the old map.
So
to see.
basically, Fairfield houses. They have these. It's called the MUM. It's their university. It's the Meditative University something. I don't know what the fuck it's actually called. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Sorry for all our Hmong
It's
listeners.
an estimated 900,000 worldwide participants.
Damn.
Oh wait, no, sorry, that was in 1977. And in recent years, about up to 5 million people. So basically, this guy in the 70s, late 70s, moved his base of operations to Fairfield, Iowa, which is weird as fuck because he's Indian.
Yeah. Because that's just not that big. I'm looking at it now on the maps. And it's like, yeah, I've definitely never been there.
They built these two gigantic fucking like circle. I don't even know what you call them. Like what yurts? You know what a yurt is? Just a
Mm.
wide
No. What's a yurt?
thing. You know what a yurt
It's a-
is?
It's a round tent, a big
You
ass
show me a
round tent,
picture and I'll
pretty
be
much.
like, oh, yeah,
Wh-
that's a yurt.
Do we have
So-
a
Even though I don't remember.
Just a big ass round tent.
You know what
Well,
a
in
yurt
the
is. Don't tell me
video-
what I know. I know I don't
One
know
of those-
much.
Shut the fuck up. One of those fucking links I have is a video done by Yes Theory. Have you guys ever know what Yes Theory is?
no,
the-
never heard of it.
Yeah.
No, I don't know that either.
They went to Fairfield and like studied this shit for a few days, or dove into it a little bit.
And they were never heard from again.
Yeah.
But
They,
these fuck,
they
these
found him
things
under
that-
the yurt.
these gigantic tent things that they built, basically they're to house mass fucking orgies. No, I'm kidding, not orgies. Mass,
Now the story's getting interesting.
Caught my attention.
Oh, wait,
mass-
now I know everything about this.
they're to hold mass meditation, like whatever fucking sessions. Because he believed that if he could get, was it 1% of 1% of the world's population to meditate at the same time, that it could change the world, because he was obviously crazy. So
Hmm.
so it never obviously worked. And now the whole practice, transcendental meditation, has kind of come under scrutiny because they do charge money to learn how to do these things. You know what I mean? Like everything that they fucking have there, they have like a little town that you can live in right on their complex, like a cult. You know what I mean? Like it's like a trailer park.
Oh, yeah, I bet. Because I think I might have found this is Maharishi Panjami Golden Dome. Is that one of the places?
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, there's
Because
a
like I'm trying to drop my little Google 360 little stick figure guy, and it's like, yeah, you can drop it on this Highway 1, but all these roads that are in there, nope. Like they don't let the Google trucks in.
Yeah, the Golden Dome, that's what they are. Yeah, there's two of them. One's a man's and one's a woman's. Like the women have to fucking meditate alone, I guess. And men do
Yeah.
it themselves.
How sexist.
It's estimated that the net worth of that school in Iowa, or that complex, is $3.5 billion.
What?
how- It really is. Yeah.
What?
Here, I'm gonna take. I'll share it in the chat, but I'll do like a little screenshot of the satellite here, and it's like you can see. I can't actually like 360 view any of these roads, and you can tell
So-
like, yeah, this is a compound.
So just just listen to how many people in pop culture have done this or been involved with it. The Beatles, the Beach Boys, Kendall Jenner, Hugh Jackman, Tom Hanks, Jennifer Lopez, Mick Jagger, Eva Mendes, Moby, David Lynch,
David
is
Lynch.
right?
Didn't
Jennifer Aniston, Nicole Kidman, Eric Andre, Jerry Seinfeld, Howard Stern, Julia Fox, Clint Eastwood, Martin Scorsese, Russell Brand, Nick Cave, and Oprah Winfrey.
Jesus.
That's how many people fucking regularly go there to meditate and learn new, techniques. The fucking Maharishi dude died in 2008, but since then, some guy named Tony Nader, which is just funny because he's super
Fucking Tony Nader stepped up
They
to the
interviewed him
plate.
in that Yes Theory thing. Like, he's just the whitest dude you could imagine. And this guy's running some fucking Indian meditation school. But anyway,
Could have been like David Koresh, where he just like schmoozed up to the old like leader,
Right.
and
well,
swooned
I think that's what he did.
up. Gave him handies while he
What's funny is
transcendental.
The Maharishi, like, when he was still alive, a lot of people criticized him for charging for these things, right?
Well, dude, self-help ain't free, man. We got to pay the bills.
His reasoning, and it's actually kind of funny. Americans don't appreciate anything unless they pay a lot of money for it, is what he was talking about.
It's true.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely true.
Right?
It's the more money it costs, the better it has to be. You know what I mean? And he kind of preyed on that. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking crazy.
Well,
Well,
white
last
folk
thing
buy
too is like
anything.
you say, did he prey on it, or he made money off of something that he knew people would find valuable, even
Well-
if it didn't save him?
Right. So he claims there are 7 states of consciousness. This will reach the third one, which is a conscious mind. It's like coming outside of your mind. All the shit after that is like God consciousness type of shit that you can never reach until you die. So, and then he kind of lost a lot of followers though in the 80s. So I think he developed a new thing, and I can't find the name of it, but it's basically a levitation. Have you ever seen those videos? And I couldn't find them on YouTube. I was probably searching the wrong shit. But those videos of people, here it is, the TM City program, where they like are sitting in like Indian style and they like bounce across the floor.
It was a little bit on this video.
Yeah, I saw it on the video.
You have it on there? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they bounce across the floor, and that's supposed to be levitating, right? So like a lot of people, and you have to pay thousands of dollars to learn how to do that.
To bounce your ass on the floor.
Right, yeah, to bounce your ass on
One
the
thing
floor.
too is like levitation. Yeah, if you define it based on a very slim amount of time, like my
Right.
ass is like jumping, I'm levitating.
Yeah, but they're
Right.
jumping from Indian style too, so that shit's fucking hard.
Yeah. Yes, there's 7 levels.
But
of
not impossible. Like it's not
Well,
magic.
well,
Like, don't get me wrong. It's like if you're in shape and like you could sit cross-legged like that, like yeah, you could pop your
No, my
body up
ankles
a
hurt
bit.
just looking
Are you
at it. I'm like,
levitating?
holy fuck.
For a
Can I
split
get my money
second, you're
back?
levitating.
Can I get my money back? My ankles are hurting already, man. Can I just get my money back? Please go ahead.
So I also found this. Where the fuck is it? This woman, she grew up in it. Her mom spent basically all their money fucking trying to learn this shit. And she's estimated to have spent at least 2,200 hours of her life meditating. She's an investigative journalist, and she wrote a book years ago, basically kind of, she didn't want to expose, like, at first she said she did. She wanted to like be like, this is a fucking scam. These guys are blah, blah, blah. But then when she dove into it, she made a good point at the end. She said it was kind of their own fault, like the people that followed the thing. So I'm just going to read this last paragraph. So the Maharishi never lived there. He was always somewhere else. So it was almost like we were existing with the shadow of a guru. So everything was trickled down knowledge. We wanted to do everything the way that he said we should do it, and we wanted to live life exactly according to his principles, but he was never there. So it was this distillation of power.
Where was he? At like the fucking Motel
Multiple
8?
places.
He would go
Yeah, right.
all over world.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
okay.
Fly around and shit.
Yeah,
He was
right.
off of bitches, man.
He was,
It-
yeah. He was
meant a
doing his
lot of
Eras
people-
tour with Taylor Swift.
So it meant a lot of jockeying and positioning within the fucking, the people that were left there. They were positioning for power in the fucking organization. And it created a very kind of screwed up community for a number of years. But she said, I think that was our fault. I think by the end of
course.
doing this book, I feel like we did it to ourselves, and why did we do it? I think that's such a more interesting question than was he a great man or was he a con artist? Who cares? What I care about is why people did it.
Yeah.
Why do these people follow him? You know what I mean? Like to me, that is kind of the more interesting question. Like what makes it's like almost a cult. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It isn't quite to the level of fucking dudes in the ass to prove your power, but like you're paying money to learn some shit that just seems kind of
Well, and it's like that idealization of the leader, and it's like
Yeah,
this is the
absolutely.
person who's created this essentially what do we call it, whether you want to call it a mindset or a holistic narrative that I've decided to adhere to. And so like they treat him like a goddamn god, even though he's just like, yeah,
right.
who knows what he's doing on the side. He's probably eating Cheetos and banging hookers in the Hotel 8 when no one's looking.
I mean,
But,
it doesn't seem like there's a lot of people
not
at
that
this
can get you
place.
nirvana.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's because when they're shooting this, but it just seems like a bunch of wide open space, doesn't it?
Oh,
like, where
I
is
bet you
everybody?
I bet you it doesn't have the following it used to,
Yes theory thing?
because it's been around for a while.
Yeah.
Are you
But,
looking
like-
at the Yes Theory video you're talking
Yeah.
about? Yeah,
Like
I don't
all
know.
this space
Like-
here. I don't know. Like if you saw the
And the thing is, it's not just that compound too, though. Like the entire city is kind of taken over by these people that
Okay.
meditate. And this is another thing that
in a
this
sense,
woman,
they just become their own church.
she was a kid, they would basically they were called townies, and the people who meditated were called gurus or rus. That was what they fucking called them. They would she said her first day at school, they basically asked her, does your mom meditate? And she said, yes. And they said, does your mother fly? And I said, no, but that's why we're here. She wants to learn to fly. So I was immediately categorized as a ruse. So
Mm.
they've just made fun of the ruse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
it's
So like any of the students in class who are like children of
right.
these
So
fucking
it's like it
meditators
would
get
be like
picked
going
on.
to school in Utah, and you got some fundamentalists that walk around. You know what I'm saying? And they're fucking. You're making fun of them. It's the same concept. Like that's a cult too. I guess it may not be as fucking innocent. I guess.
Yeah, in
That's-
Utah, they might be the majority. Where it's like you're
That's true. Yeah.
you're an atheist. Yeah, you're the one who's like. But I know
Right.
what you're saying though. Like, it's almost like they're
This clash of fucking value, like communities, like living in one area in Fairfield,
but
Iowa,
it's
which is just weird as fuck.
It's
Hmm.
ingrained itself in there for so long that like the community. I'm just surprised too. It's like, man, this would be one of those things too. When I was like in my 20s, I'd be like, I'll take a road trip down there just to drive around this
Right.
weird compound. Google Maps won't let me actually do a 360 view on any of these streets. Like, I gotta see what this is about.
Right.
It's weird.
I hope we don't get shut down because we're playing Yes Theory's video in the background.
Oh, man.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
Oh, stop.
Whatever. What are our sponsors gonna cut us off?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right, my baby needs to eat.
So the video too, if you end up, it's actually that YouTube channel is really good. It's just some Swedish guys basically that go around and they kind of have tasks that they kind of want to accomplish, like meet certain people. So they actually, I mean, they got an interview with the president of the whole thing, that Nader guy. Fucking, they learned how to do the meditation. And it looked pretty innocent, But I'm assuming there's got to be some kind of weird underbelly fucking like thing that you just don't find out about until you hit a certain level, like Scientology. You know
maybe
what I mean?
maybe they're just trying to be happier.
Well, you know,
Maybe.
that's the thing. You know what? I would agree with Oracle. It's not necessarily just trying to be happier, but like there might not be any sort of weird underbelly other than the fact that like people are actually just yearning to try to achieve some pure kind of enlightenment, right? And
I
that
want
like
to believe that,
there's
but I'm
enough
so
people.
skeptical about shit like that that I just can't.
Well, but also the people who've been in that community for so long, they create their own little political ecosystem where they're jockeying for power and influence, even though they're all like, we're all part of this like transcendental, like we're above it all, and like,
We're all cool people,
but like,
man.
yeah,
I want to
you're
take
still
you
gonna
out,
be
Becky.
you're still gonna be cutthroat when it comes to like they definitely have they're like motherfucking little Hamas, you know. I mean, they're not attacking anyone, but you know, but
I mean,
like,
I don't think
they're
think you're taking it a
just
little bit
trying
too
to
far there, buddy.
meditate. They're not
Right.
fucking Hamas.
okay,
What the fuck?
I'm sorry. Okay, they're not Hamas. I guess I'm using Hamas in the sense of like an
What the
organization that
fuck?
basically
They're
takes
sect.
control of an area
They're
because they're the ones who are organized.
Oh,
Okay.
sure. Yeah,
Like they're
right,
not
right.
attacking anyone, but like Hamas wasn't politically voted for. You know, it's just like these are the guys who got an organization, and they've decided to run shit because no one else
Why'd you
is.
have to bring Hamas into this?
Well, you know,
I don't
Take
know
them down. Fucking
I don't know
take
why
them.
It was
they
a
took
nice
out the leader
show.
of Hamas. Did you not hear that
The-
today?
No, I
The
don't.
why
U.S.
Israel
doesn't
motherfucking got him too?
negotiate with terrorists. Sir, we're just trying to
Congratulations.
fucking meditate.
Talk
All
about it on
right,
your
I
own
brought
time,
it back to
Ashtray.
Israel.
Jesus Christ.
This is all to all my Jewish
Fucking
friends.
ashtray takes it there, man. Fucking Jews. Anyway, all right. You guys ever tried meditation? Any form of meditation?
Yes.
Yeah. I can last about maybe 5 minutes before like my as far as like
Right.
trying to sit
You're
still.
supposed to do this twice a day for 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Then
I
you
just
can-
don't know if I could fucking.
You
I
can
mean, if
fly.
I can fly afterwards, I'm cool with that. But
If I see Mystic's fat ass flying, I am trying it lickety split. Like if he can do it, like this motherfucker.
I say I can get closer like if I lay back, but then also it's like you're riding that fine line of like your brain's kind of like you're like brr, 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 you're feeling that wobbling, and then it's like, am I meditating? And it's like, or am I starting to fall asleep? Am I meditating? Fall asleep? Like, oh,
so
I'm
how
just
do you
napping.
do it? Do you repeat a mantra, or are you? Just,
No, the way I've always done it was counting basically 1 through 10, 1 through 10 with each of your breaths. And then also trying to do that, was it diaphragmatic breathing, where like kind of rest a hand on your belly and you kind of like think of your lungs billowing up and then going on. Really, it is just trying to focus on just something stupid like your breath and a number count.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
the way
much.
I've always done it.
Your eyes closed.
remember that shit you were
focus on
talking about, Oracle, a while ago with Wim Hof,
Oh yeah.
Mm,
old weather guy?
Yep.
Oh, he's on the Me Too list now. Did you hear?
Oh,
No, is he really?
I just saw some headline. Yeah, I don't know if it's a Me Too list or it's just like some family members reported that he's abusive. Like it might just be because he's a hardcore crazy motherfucker. He's
Right.
probably a shitty father. But
right.
like I don't think he like inferred that he sexually assaulted anyone. But like it's now like really we're gonna come after Wim Hof? Like this
There was-
motherfucker can
Threw his kid in the water and learn how to swim, bitch.
Yeah,
survive
right.
in ice.
Yeah, that had like some breath work component to it. I think I remember that. Like you would just take like a shit ton of deep breaths and get in the cold water.
Do you still do that? That cold shower shit
Yeah.
that you were doing?
Been doing it for years now.
In
Uh-huh.
years.
Yeah.
Shake the shit. Woof.
I was reading this. They said that they've done like a couple dozen like actual medical neurological studies on people that have meditated with this, and it has shown that you can lower your blood pressure by just doing it and shit like that. So I mean, there are health benefits to it.
The thing
Hey,
too,
I
though,
mean,
is
yeah.
like the
I've seen that episode.
So his form of meditation, though, like if you think about it, like meditation's been around. You know, my honest belief is it's like rooted. You sit around a campfire, like anyone can meditate. You just kind of get transfixed.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, meditation in itself has been around way before this motherfucker in the 70s.
Oh, absolutely.
And they formed essentially, a cult around
Yep.
his whole little compound and whatnot. Like, and yet at the same time, like they're really just chasing after something everybody can do if they can really discipline themselves to sit still.
Right.
It's hard. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I sometimes can really feel like, yes, I'm in that state, but there's often times too where it's just like, am I just falling asleep, or I get too fidgety and I just like can't.
Have you guys seen the Always Sunny episode where Dennis meditates to lower his blood pressure?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my
It's
god,
it's
so
fucking it's an
great.
awesome episode.
It's so fucking fantastic.
It's so fucking it's so fucking great. Yeah.
It's the whole time that he's meditating, he's in the doctor's office, and you don't know that he's meditating. It just goes through these series of events where he just fucking slowly loses his mind. And then it like pans back and that's him meditating. That's like his meditation was like going through all that shit in his head. And the doctor looks at him like, that's amazing. You lowered your blood pressure just by thinking about it. Oh, anyway, that's it. Any other thoughts on meditation? I've never tried. I would like to.
Have you
But I
tried any
honestly
form of
just-
meditation, Mystic?
What?
Have you tried any form of meditation?
No.
Because that's one of those things too, where like my point was basically being like, there's just so many ways you can do it, but it doesn't mean it's easy.
Right.
I really want to try one of those float places where like you get in the salt water,
Oh,
because I think
Deprivation chamber.
yeah,
or
basically
something?
a deprivation chamber.
Yeah.
And from my understanding is like you can have music in the background and stuff like you would at a massage or something, but nonetheless, like I could see it being a lot easier to get into a meditative
Oh,
state
yeah,
if you're like fully just like, just thinking like zoning out in a hot tub, like
that are freaking out because you're stuck in there with your mind and you realize your mind is crazy as fuck.
Yeah,
like,
right.
that's where you really find out whether you can be okay with yourself.
Let me out.
word. All right, we're moving on to the What's Sexy section. We're going to start out with Ashtray Rocket.
Oh yeah, shit! Like, let me post that link in there. The old fucking SpaceX. Say what you want about Elon Musk. Yeah, he's full of hot air. But man, I don't know if you saw this recent where they caught this rocket booster, basically on the should look the fucking term up.
Chopsticks.
The launch pad, like the big tower that's beside the rocket.
Mm-hmm.
That then the rocket, launches off with this instead of like coming down just on a broad launch pad and kind of balancing itself. And I'm assuming this is because it's just such a bigger booster section than those ones that they've been able to like land themselves backwards. This one basically just comes right back down to the tower. You see there, and it's like they
Damn.
call it chopsticks, where it's like those like arms just like kind of
Yeah.
swing in. And it's like ooh, and it's like damn, that is pretty fucking slick. So I'm assuming it's like that booster is probably just too fucking big to land like those Falcon 9s, where they just like land themselves on a safe area
Mm-hmm.
or a launch pad. But you also then have to think about the extra precision to get that thing to like basically line right up. It's not like, oh, here's this big launch pad area. Just, get within 50 meters of it. It's got to get right up back to that tower so it can clamp onto it. So yeah, Elon Musk, you fucker.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
I know he didn't do any of that. He just said
No.
like, let's try to make this happen. and all the fucking geniuses under him.
He's the idiot idea guy. You know what I mean? Hey,
Mhm.
let's do this. And then the 20 fucking genius rocket engineers that he fucking hired
Yeah.
are the ones
Well,
that.
idiot idea guy, but also with the money to push an idiot idea to actually like come to fruition.
Sure, I get that. He's a Steve Jobs, basically. You know, everyone thought Steve Jobs was a fucking genius. Come on, man. Steve Jobs
Yeah.
hired the right people.
No, yeah, they're like people who can actually like command power and resources to push people to actually like pull some innovative shit off.
Like the leader of Hamas.
Exactly.
I was
like
just
the
getting ready to say that. You fucking beat me to it. I was just getting ready to say that shit.
All right. Next
that
up,
was-
Oracle with Jusant.
Yeah, Jusant. I think.
Oh, the
that's-
climbing game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it means climb in French. Yeah.
So I picked this up, and it's kind of just got this huge fucking pillar thing. And you spend the game, it's like this abandoned, and when I say pillar thing, like fucking gigantic city on this pillar or abandoned city, and you climb up this motherfucker. So you kind of have these anchor points, 4 anchor points that you can set. You have like stamina, so you have to be kind of strategic about, you know, where you're taking your rests and things like that. And they're like if you're in a sunny area, that's going to take down your stamina more. And it's just got like this really cool discovery aspect where you'll go into an area and there are these points where you can kind of listen to these like conch shells. It actually just did it where you kind of can take in the ambient sounds of what used to be there in that environment. So if it was like a cafe,
The conch shell is like a voice clip from the past.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Except minus, you know, it's just more of an ambient
Yes.
sound kind of thing. But it's just really great kind of environmental storytelling, discovery, and the climbing mechanics are fantastic. So your right trigger and your left trigger is your hands.
Hands.
And so if you let go of the trigger, you let go of the handhold. So you need to, you know,
So
actually
no eating hot pockets.
right. You actually have to hold on to the shit. And, you know, it starts to get into some more advanced stuff where you're like, okay, well, now I've got to hang here. I got to rappel down and then I swing over here and grab onto this fucking thing. Really cool, very chill game, beautiful game. Pretty neat. I think it's on all the systems. I'm playing it on PC right now. But Jusant.
Word. All right. Teddy, 57th cruise.
One of my 57th cruises here.
Oh my god.
I know, right, man? I love it. I'm looking at a new one already.
He's
That's
turning it into a
ins-
job. You
that's
should be an
fucking
influencer.
Seriously, your 57th cruise?
No, man, no. it was-
Oh
it
my
was
god.
hyperbole.
I mean, you go on
This
enough
is like-
fucking cruises.
No, Jesus.
Oh, no, it's like more like 37.
Right?
No, man, it's like 7, I think. I think it's like 7.
What, dude? You go on a cruise like every other week.
You've been on more than 7 cruises. I swear to God.
No, you guys.
You
just
got
fucking
at least been on
fucking kill it.
a dozen cruises.
No.
You better
Not
just
yet.
check your receipts.
This one was 7 days. 7 days I learned was too long because I get the drink package and I kind of feel like I have to drink. So like
Well,
I'm
of
used to like
course, like I paid
I'm
for
like
this.
5 like so like right it's like about by day 6 and 7 I'm like I don't really want to drink but I kind of got it because I paid for it.
Or like you just like, well, I'll drink a few to maintain.
Can I take a bottle home or two?
Because you don't want to start going
yeah.
through withdrawals because you're basically amping your tolerance up super high for a whole week.
No, I'm not an alcoholic like you. I want to go through withdrawals. I don't know what you're talking about. I can stop drinking for a while and I'll be totally fine. I'll
Ashtray,
actually sleep better. I don't know.
Get its money's worth out of that drink package. That's
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I
I would need to take a whole extra week off afterwards just to get back to normal.
I do too. I mean, I'm clocking.
You have
20
to give
drinks
me like
day,
a
so, I
baby
mean,
bottle
I-
of gin that I could just like slowly take a little couple sips while I'm laying in the Hotel 6. Like, ugh.
word. All right. Well, Teddy went on a cruise. You avoided the hurricanes, I assume.
No, we did. It rained the first 2 days. I sent y'all a picture of me in a hammock with the tree blowing and the hammock blowing in the wind. I was like, fuck it, I'm
Yeah.
on vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it
it's-
Oh,
rained
I
the
didn't
first 2
realize that
days.
was you in there.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, it
Butter.
rained for the first 2 days, and then it was nice and hot. So yeah,
Word. All right. Next up, we have Dad of the Year. A father in England hired a sex worker for his 13-year-old son. Then said, "Don't be a pussy," when he said he didn't want to have sex, a court has heard. So a man from Bromley, southeast London, hired 2 prostitutes, 26-year-olds, to him and his son, basically. The father also offered a
How
line
old
of
was the son
cocaine
again?
to
I'm
his
sorry.
son. I'll say it right here. The
Okay.
father also offered a line of cocaine to his son, who
Oh my
replied,
god.
"I'm fucking 13. That's ridiculous."
Probably the correct answer,
just do the
kid.
fucking-
13.
just do the bump. God damn it! Stop being a square.
So basically, the prosecutor said that the man took his son to dinner, then told him he had bought a brass, which means prostitute apparently in their fucking vernacular. Yeah. So when he said he didn't want to, he said, "Don't be a pussy." So, and then the father added, the sex workers were already in a taxi, so it was too late to cancel.
Oh
They're on their
Wow.
way, man. So you
When they
put up
got
your shut
there,
up, homie.
when they got there, the 2 women arrived. The boy was taken to a separate room where a 26-year-old sex worker performed a sex act on him, the court heard. And he's 13. Like, that's fucked up. But
What the fuck?
Yeah.
um,
Well, even the point too, where it's just like, man, even the kid is like, this is fucked up. I'm 13, Dad.
Yeah.
And then it makes it like, was this how his father was initiated into adulthood at
right.
13?
And
Where
then
the father's like, I'm just passing on tradition. It's like,
the
your
hookers
tradition's
only
fucked.
$150 a piece.
Jesus.
I
I
mean,
bet
if
he guilted his son all night. You're gonna
think-
get one of those sex acts. I paid good money.
if you're gonna get your kid a fucking hooker, pay more than $150, man. She's
Well,
probably
he got 2 of them, so he paid
Easy.
$300, right?
yeah.
Well, I mean,
Maybe got a
I mean,
deal.
to get somebody to sexually assault somebody else, $150 is a great deal.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's a fucking steal for sexual assault charge.
It's really like, also imagine being one of those girls where you kind of like, of course, probably given a real discreet amount of information on what you're being hired for, other than you expect that like, someone's paying me to
Yeah,
bang
but
him.
when you get, but when
And
you
then
get there,
all of
you
a
see
sudden
that
you
it's
realize, like,
13.
I want you to take my 13-year-old son's virginity, and it's just like, oh
Well, maybe
fuck.
the kid looks bigger though. Maybe he's like fucking, he looks 16. I don't know.
Maybe he looked 16. Either way, like, I'm sure those prostitutes probably weren't that comfortable with the scenario either.
I don't know. She's still
Yeah,
blue.
but they-
And yet,
they
someone was
did.
like,
I
well,
mean,
I gotta
right.
get my money.
Yeah.
I'm contractually obligated.
All right. Anyway, now this is where we move on to the fuck thing.
I'm drunk.
This is where we tell you to go fuck yourselves. Teddy, Orlando Airport.
So we get to the airport, and at the Southwest, when they drop you off the Southwest side, Southwest has this whole fucking side before you get to security. And for some reason, they've got everything blocked off at the kiosk, and then you got to go back and forth like 3 or 4 times. I didn't want to do that, so I went under the ropes. The lady got upset with me for going under the ropes. I was like, also, there's nobody in front of us. There's no, I'm not cutting the line, but I'm fucking, I'm just going under the ropes. I was like, so you want me to add like, I'm like, my ankle fucking hurts. My sister-in-law just had knee surgery. I'm like, you want me to fucking walk back and forth like 200 extra
You're
steps?
like,
for
you
nothing?
can dip under that rope. You better
I
walk
mean, really-
back and forth.
And I was like, that's stupid. She's like, don't do that. I'm like, and she thought I was calling her stupid. I was like, I'm not calling her stupid. I'm like, this process.
He's got a gun.
So-
We got a situation here.
So what's even crazier? So after I give her my luggage, she weighs it, and then I have to take it all the way to that side anyway. I was like, "What the fuck is going on here? Why do y'all have all this shit?" And then I go. They had threatened to deny me access to the plane or whatever. So I was kind of worried I wouldn't get through security.
Because you fucking went under the ropes.
Yeah.
Oh my
was-
god,
with that-
Don't
dude.
cross
that
those
and the
velvet
whole-
ropes. You
The
respect
whole
those
stupid
velvet
thing. They
ropes.
thought I was calling the girl stupid. I'm not calling her stupid. This is stupid.
See?
It's the shit's stupid. And then my first name is Milton. So fucking like all on your little everything on the ship is done through a card. Which has your passport name on it.
Mhm.
So all I heard that whole fucking week is jokes about Hurricane Milton. And so I get to TSA, and the chick looks at my ID, and she's like, "Oh, so you're the one coming through causing all that trouble?" I was like, "Can I just please have my ID and go through security?" And she's like, "Why you give me an attitude?" I was like, "I was on a cruise for a week, and I heard
Because
that
I'm a
joke
fucking terrorist.
a million times." Oh,
Oh man.
and then they took my Game Boy lighter away, the little arc lighter.
What?
Because they said it was fucking, it could be used as a taser. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, your My Light.
No, not my light. It's a
isn't it?
little lighter my buddy got me. And
Oh,
I was like,
but-
buddy,
Uh-uh.
I was like, there's another one in the bag. Take that one. Don't take the cool one. He's like, we didn't see that one. I'm like, well, fuck, it's in there. Just out. I'm like, you don't have to take my lighter. So I'm like, fuck yeah, it was a whole other thing. That's the worst time I've had going through that airport.
Hmm.
I go through there a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, 57 times a year. Anyway, all right. Oracle, naughty dog.
Yeah, so I'm in the fucking house finishing up work a couple days ago.
I
And
seriously thought this was about the company, not your dog.
No, not the company.
It's just dog.
And I get a fucking phone call, and it's my wife, and she's running, and she's like, "You gotta help me. The dog got away." I'm like, what the fuck? So I go running out in the backyard, and the dog ran over to some fucking neighbor's house who has dogs. And you know, she
It was like,
she-
hey, let's play.
She's been cool, but she just fucking lost her mind or whatever and ran away. So
She's being a dog. She
Well-
just was like, I want to go hang out with this other dog.
yeah, well now
You've never owned a dog before, have
for
you?
being a dog, she's got a shock collar that we're gonna put on her. Got this bad boy.
Fucking dog.
We're gonna test this thing out. It's a GPS.
Yeah, did you try it on yourself?
No, I haven't tried it on myself. This is a GPS fucking shock collar, so we'll see how it works here.
Zap your ankle with it, just so you know what you're doing to your dog. Not to say that's right or wrong, because I actually
I've got
respect that like shock
sounds
collars are needed for
judgy.
certain dogs.
Sounds pretty judgy.
But
Yeah,
I'm being
right?
judgy. Yeah, I'm actually being
Oh.
judged. Now, are you setting up an invisible fence kind of scenario?
Well, it's GPS, so
Oh, it's GPS. Oh, yeah. How accurate is that?
I don't fucking know. We're gonna
Yeah,
find
your
out.
dog is gonna be so.
You'll find out when she goes.
Just like, be like, why is she at the corner of the house just yelping? It's because the GPS fucked up. It's
It
just,
lost the signal.
oh my god! Just be aware, man. You might
Oh.
this dog might be like, oh fuck, this
Hey,
is actually
she
not
should have
working.
fucking ran off.
You have not. That's what I'm saying. Like that's part of dog ownership.
How many
dog.
fucking
I've
dogs do
never-
you have, dickhead?
How many
I've got
dogs?
two.
That
I've never.
No,
I've
how
never
many
trained my
dogs do you have?
right now? No, I don't have any dogs. because I live in the
Exactly. So
city and I'm
shut
not
the
a fucking
fuck
idiot.
up.
But I grew up with dogs in a like scenario like yours, where it's like you got a lot of land, except for there's that main highway in front, and they'll get smoked on that highway.
Yeah, they'll
but, like,
definitely get
sometimes that
smoked on
happens.
the fucking highway. No,
Let her get
it's-
smoked.
no, it's not gonna happen.
Let her get smoked.
I would
That's part of
rather
my-
have her get fucking a little shot
Don't shock her. Just
Yeah.
like,
a few times, and then she'll be good.
okay.
Yeah, they do learn quick with that collar. They learn fucking quick.
Let her
My
get-
dog don't jump
Let her
fence.
get destroyed by a semi.
Now, and you get a
Yeah.
you get a remote, right? Like you
N-
can do it like just when you need to?
No, I
I'm
didn't
sure
get
it comes with it.
I didn't get a remote.
It doesn't come with
Oh,
that? Okay,
no.
it's only
Remote?
GPS?
Yeah, it's only GPS.
Well, how
That's
tight of a radius can you set via this GPS? I guess what's the accuracy?
I don't fucking
Dude.
know.
Well,
That-
He was asked that. He said he doesn't know.
Right.
Call
He doesn't
him.
know, but he
it was
bought it anyway.
it was a cheap one, Chinese
Okay.
one that had good reviews. It'd be good enough.
That's the funny part is your dog is gonna get shocked in the middle of the
Dude, I'll
road,
send you-
being like, what's going on? And then get smoked by a fucking semi because
I'll
of
send
this
you-
goddamn GPS.
I'm gonna see the nice one. Oracle. It's a collar.
I'm warning
that
you.
comes with it's got a buzz feature that vibrates. It kind of freak him out a little bit. It's got a shock feature, and it's got like a high pitch squeal sound
Yeah,
on it.
I think this has
So-
that too. It's
Yeah, but it
gonna
has-
be
but it
fucking
has remote
fine.
control with
I
it,
know
though.
it'll be fine. I'm just being
With no
a
remote control, you're
naysayer.
gonna kill that dog. You're just shocking to death, bro.
It'll
So
be
just go-
fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
All right. Anyway, I'm gonna talk now. Con man gonna con. So I saw this article. You know those watches that Trump was selling?
Yeah.
Started a while ago. So they range from $499 to $100,000.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and they say that it basically he's bragged about how accurate they are. Swiss made precision. A CNN investigation has traced the watch's origin to a shopping center in remote Sheridan, Wyoming. The Best Watches on Earth LLC, the company behind the timepieces, is based in Wyoming. There's no indication that a watch company is located at the building listed at the address, only a daycare. Its neighbors include an H&R Block, a Wendy's, and a vape and hemp smoke shop. CNN couldn't find the people behind the company either because the business's location allows it to legally hide those details from the public. They knocked on the door. Nobody there could answer any questions. Interestingly, the limited liability company behind Trump's infamous gold sneakers is also based at this address, along with other random businesses. Where was it? The other one. There's a lobbying firm that represents Montenegro's government is based at this address.
Wow.
A company called Kingdom Honey LLC that sells male enhancement honey products
Male enhancement honey products.
that the Food and Drug Administration has warned against consuming.
I'd try it.
What's funny is the honey venture also goes by thebesthoneyOnEarth.com. Just like the watches, the best watches on earth.com. Anyway, CNN could not find a direct connection between the honey venture and Trump, although it did reach a spokesperson for Kingdom Honey who called it a highly reputable company, but didn't respond to a list of questions, none of which mentioned Trump. However, the spokesperson told CNN that we've received direction from our leadership in the U.S. not to engage with any news agencies, specifically CNN, until after November 5th.
Wow.
Literally, this dude is running a fucking scam product business out of fucking this place in Wyoming. And people think that this dude is fit to be the fucking president again of the United States. Blows my fucking mind.
There you have it.
There you have it.
Jesus Christ, dude. What a scumbag. Anyway,
Yeah, right.
Fuck.
Give us Aunt Kamala.
give me anybody, dude. I'll vote for fucking Oracle's dog over Trump. She'll make better decisions. Anyway, moving on. Ashtray.
Yeah, nothing. You know, I was just trying to think, like, what do I need to bitch about this week? And, you know, probably be something trivial and so
Shock.
long-winded that I wasn't at least acknowledged in any of these Diddy parties. That's, I guess, my fucking
Oh.
two thing is like
Oh,
my
that's-
name hasn't come up once. Dance Machine. I mean, come on, I used to be known.
Did
back
you see that story that he basically mouth fucked some dude in the back of a fucking retail store because he was selling some other fucking brand of clothing?
What?
Yeah, he
Damn, like wait, now like the dude
like,
who would like
the dude to
works
suck
at the
him
store.
off. Yeah, the guy worked for let's just say Adidas. That's not the company. It was like ACOS or some shit, right?
Right.
And that's different than Diddy's brand. Diddy had just signed it was Macy's, had just signed an agreement with Macy's to sell his shit. And this guy was there trying to sell his shit to Macy's. So 2 security guards and Diddy pulled him in the back, and apparently Diddy fucked him in the mouth.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Or at least that's what this guy's
That's what it's implying.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, makes you wonder too. Is like,
What the
did he have such? Did he have this persona of
What's
like,
going on?
where
This
he's
cannot be
so,
real life, man. What
like,
the
you
fuck
can't
is
fuck
going
with
on?
me? And he's like got the security guards to actually help him facilitate these absurd scenarios where you're the guy who's like, I was just trying to sell my brand of hoodies. I'm sorry, Mr. Diddy. And they're like, Diddy basically just like commands that he's gonna
So
fuck
not-
you in the mouth and teach you a lesson.
not
And all
Diddy
you can
gonna
do
do
is
it.
just take it.
What the fuck?
That might have been what happened to this poor guy. Because he was, which is crazy. Like, you're so
Yeah,
afraid of Diddy,
thing is,
you can let him
you
fuck you in
can't
the mouth.
know why he's afraid of him. Dude, the man
security guys
the
with
man
him,
is
though.
trying to stick his fucking dick in your mouth. It ain't coming back out. I'll tell you that right now. Put that thing in my mouth, I'm biting it off. If you're gonna shoot me anyway,
He wanted to save his own brand.
You're gonna be dickless, and you're gonna have to explain to everybody why.
He
You had
knew
to be rushed
Diddy
out of
could
Macy's
crush
with no
him
dick.
from any angle. So all he could do was comply.
God damn it.
This poor
Here
guy.
it is right here. Does Vice fucking make you pay to read their goddamn articles? So here it is right here. In a lawsuit filed by a John Doe in Ohio, Combs is accused of orally raping a man while he was working in the stockroom at Macy's in New York. The suit names Macy's as the defendant, claiming that the company acted to protect a multi-million-dollar deal with Combs' clothing brand after the attack. The plaintiff said he worked as an advisor for Combs' rival clothing company, Echo. That's what it was, Echo Unlimited. The disturbing allegations state Combs' bodyguard violently attacked him prior to the sexual assault, striking him and threatening to kill him. Combs allegedly forced the victim to perform oral sex on him, calling him Echo.
Yeah, cool.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds pretty brutal.
dude.
You
I'm
think?
sorry.
Wait,
give a
That
it's
sounds like a
fucking
scene out of Oz. Holy
yeah,
fuck.
and Macy's knew about this, and they're like, we got to fight for our
Well,
guy.
also, it's like, we don't want to make a scene.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
the
they
thing
say-
is,
they
like,
say
yeah.
they covered it up to make a deal with fucking
I
With
guess
Diddy.
that's what it sounds like.
With Diddy.
yeah.
well, this guy's brand and whoever this other guy was that he saw as competition could not financially, litigiously or morally with a dick in your mouth stand up to Diddy and just got pushed and face
Dude,
fucked
I don't
away.
give a fuck who you're working for. Fuck that company. Dude's trying to put his dick in your mouth. I'm like,
No, it sounds like this guy was like
he's
one of
bleeding
the,
to death on that floor. I might get shot in the head, but that dude's bleeding to death.
Oh, I know. That's the thing is like that's why you don't sell fashion brands because you don't know how to suck dick to get your fucking brand. That's what you got to do. And this guy probably
Jesus
saw it as the
Christ.
price he had to pay.
Yeah, I just had to suck some dick to get out. Oh my god.
I guess I'm just trying to justify why this guy would let Puff Daddy fuck his face
That's what I'm
and
saying.
walk
Why
away.
is he doing this, dude?
Because like in that industry, yeah, you got to suck some dick probably. Some
In
No,
what
really.
retail fucking
high level fashion.
Yeah, but this isn't Louis Vuitton. This is Macy's. dude.
Macy's,
No,
right?
but Macy's is still considered top tier as far as department stores. It's the fact though that like even this guy too is like possibly being able to get his stuff into Macy's. Like when you're in that field, that's Macy's is not fucking Yonkers. It's not JCPenney.
But that's what I'm saying, though. That isn't his stuff. That's Echo Unlimited. That's a fucking big ass company. It isn't like this is this dude's company.
Yeah.
So
No,
it was
he's
for
just
the
a
Echo
fucking
brand, the other
boy, dude.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just some
I didn't
guy who's probably stocking shirts in the back.
Yeah.
Like,
And Diddy comes along, tries to fuck you in the face.
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
I have some Echo clothing. Man, that's gonna make me have some little more pride in it. You know what? Like Diddy tried to face fuck this brand into extinction. Didn't work.
Just some
That's
poor
crazy.
fucking bastard.
He's just a sales rep.
Right?
Can you imagine the scene when he comes home? His wife's like, "I was work. Shut up."
I was thinking it was like the head of another competing brand. And he just
No, just a guy stalking.
What the
Just some
fuck,
asshole
dude?
stocking shelves.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
Terribly amusing.
in all seriousness, go fuck yourself, Iowa. We're going to be here every Thursday at 10 p.m. Central. Make sure you join the conversation at theredeyereport.com or facebook.com/theredeyereport. Like us, share us, or fuck us. We're down for whatever. I'm Mystic.
I'm Orkle.
This is the ashtray.
And I'm Teddy.
And this is the Red Eye Report.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Right? Oh God, I thought these guys, don't exist anymore because they had